guess kind of more standard comps. So we will see an Astra, Cypher, Killjoy, Raze, and KO for the side of Centennials. On the other side, you're going to have who? It's going to be KO, Sova, Killjoy, Omen, and a Jet. So, you know, not the most amount of overlap, actually, surprisingly. We only have 2 matches across the two on, I mean, what a map that usually has a pretty standard comp, it seems. But doesn't look like that's going to be the case so far. The first kill will go to Souls here, as it does look like they're trying to crack open the B site. A trade will be there, though. Frosty will trade. Wilson will be there to trade that one out as well. As we're going to see where they're going to be going. The spike carry will get dropped, though, by Coolio, who will find one. Is going to spot the Omen as well, and is going to go down in that case. It's going to leave Eden now in the 1v2 versus Tron and Wilson. Wilson is going to get caught with shooting out the window, it looks like there, and is going to go down. So Eden with 100 HP and armor to go with in the 1v1 versus Tron. Tron backing away into the corner. The shots will reveal the position of Eden here, as Eden's going to tap that spike. He's going to spot Wilson, or excuse me, Tron out, and is going to win the 1v2. As Wilson got kind of caught shooting out the window there, swapping off. Eden finds both kills, picking up everything necessary. And that is going to be a clutch to open it up. Centennials is going to open up with a 1-0 lead. Yeah, we're going to go through the rosters real quick. We'll have Eden, Coolio, Frosty, Phoenix Voice, and Wahoo on the other side. We're going to be Souls, Tron, Wilson, Arrow, and Zenby. For those familiar who've been here the past couple seasons, Centennials roster should look pretty familiar to you. On the other side, who are going to be brand new to the league, so welcome to them. First night in the league, and you're on stream, so smile for the camera in the main stages. They're going to be set up here for this A hit. It looks like right out of the gate, but you're going to have a lot of utility in your way. Double Sentinels coming out of Centennials means that you're going to have a Cypher on one side of the map, Killjoy on the other, and that is a lot of stuff to burn through. That combined with the Astra Stars means this is not going to be the most ideal scenario, but that knife should actually prevent, or well, some of the utility from going off, and it is going to mean Wahoo will be spotted out. Wahoo will be taken down. Coolio's grenade is actually going to find one as well, but Coolio now tucked away in this corner is going to be in a bit of an awkward spot, as the players are going to spot him. He's going to get spammed down, but finds the headshot and picks off the spike carrier, which means it's going to be Zenby with a Spectre. Will find one, and Arrow's going to find a second. We're in a 2v2 situation. This got a lot weirder than it really needed to be. The Storm Grenade will go out, and that should give the opportunity for this plant here. Zenby kind of out in the open, and is going to not be able to finish that spike. Will go down. Frosty comes in with the Guardian, is able to pick that kill off before the spike got planted, so no bonus money for the side of Who. And they're going to go to this. Not actually as broke as I was expecting, considering they just force popped that, but I mean, I guess it was relatively a 1v1 to finish off the pistol round, so they're going to have some money. Looks like they're going to buy some pistols and stuff into this round. And we're going to continue. It looks like, again, they're going to stack up here over towards A with, I believe that's Arrow out in mid, or excuse me, Souls on the Jet is going to be out in mid here. He's going to take this fight with Frosty, and is going to take a decent amount of damage off the rip, down to 60 HP. Not a whole lot to work with, and is not going to be able to break that knife in time either. So it's going to be some slow push-up cat here from the side of Who. They're going to be making their way forward, looking to see if they can catch someone unaware. The pistols, especially the Frenzy, will be deadly at close range. But the SMGs will be ready. It looks like there's going to be a lot of players here, actually. And Coolio's going to find one. Will get immediately traded out, though. Frosty's going to be at the ready. He's going to just, well, I mean, the teleport just goes right out of the open, and Frosty is the freest kill of his life. Down they go. And now it's going to be Wilson, Arrow, and Souls. Souls is going to be working up Cat here as well to where his teammates just went down. That's going to be, well, I was going to say an opening, but nope. Weak as he was, Souls is not going to be long for the world. Goes down. That's going to be a great shot from Wilson there from the back, right through the wall. That takes off Frosty's head. Tripwire is going to come through. Wahoo will spot that one out. And it's now going to be Wilson in a 1v3 with the smoke in the way. Not a whole lot to be able to do. And this is going to result in, well, just trying to do some damage. Has the spike on the back. But everyone is looking in his direction. And Wilson is gonna find one, actually. Finds Wahoo, so that's a lot of kind of unnecessary deaths coming in here from the side of Centennials, but they will clean it up. They'll find round number 3, and now the rifles are gonna come out. So you're going to see the rifle buy coming out on both sides here. So Centennial's going to have a couple Spectres, so a little bit of a weakened buy, but still have the firepower in the Vandals and Phantoms to go behind it. We're going to see who is going to be taking this one off the rip. We're going to see moving out towards mid here, just occupying a fair amount of space. It looks like one player, that was Eden in the back, got pinged by either the dart or the drone here from the Sova. So some movement coming through mid. They're going to make contact. This is going to be 2 players here, actually. Julio is going to get one. Julio's going to trade back another, but gets traded out as well. So that's going to be a bunch of the rifles down on the floor here right now, as Eden and Frosty are going to be the 2 players left. That's going to be 1 Vandal and a Spectre. And I think the opening that Who is kind of figuring out, they don't know where they're going to take it. I think they should know just about now. The Spectre coming through from Eden is not going to be able to finish the job, so a decent amount of damage. Meanwhile, Tron's on the other bomb site, having planted the spike. So that is going to be an opening round. Should be a round for the side of Who. They're going to retreat back to that site. Eden probably looking to pick up a rifle
30 seconds
or
left.
something on the board.
Spike planted. Get him.
The retake is on. Frosty with that Vandal. Gonna be working around generators. Gonna spot one player here. Is gonna find that. The dart will ping as well. But it's gonna be now just down to Eden, who has retrieved a rifle here, but not been gonna be able to spot the player out in time. Is gonna get the shots through, but no. Wilson comes out on top, and that's gonna be a first round to Who as they pick up their first 2 rifles maintained. And they're going to go in the next round with a buy, all happy. On the other side, Centennials, I think, is still going to have enough money to purchase back into the round. So they're going to have all the rifles across the board, it looks like, except for Wahoo. Wahoo's going to have to relegate to a SMG, probably. Or a Bulldog or something. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to pull out of the bag just yet. Actually, that was Coolio with the Bulldog. So, interesting buy coming in here from the side of Centennials.
Get out of my way.
See, push up as the nade goes flying over the top, and Arrow just kind of caught that impact there as Arrow was kind of busy putting the turret down. The mid, though, push will be coming from Frosty, who has the ultimate and is going to go right in and is going to get 4! Oh my god! Everybody was in that corner, and Frosty proceeds to light up every single one of them. Well, Frosty, you were talking about top plays and highlights going into this match. You wanted to make it? Well, you just made your own. There you go. You're going to be on the highlight reel, that's for sure, with that play. That's 4 kills with the rocket. Just finds... Oh, that was a... Just, I mean, Raze's ultimate is definitely round-changing, but that... Or sorry, actually, it was Coolio who was talking about it. Well, okay, well, Frosty... There's going to be one play where you don't die. Maybe the rest of the montage will be your deaths. But that one play is definitely going to make it onto the highlights list, that for sure. Frosty, though, instantly out of the gate. Down to 5 HP off the rip. We're going to see where they're going to go. I mean, the spy cam will locate Arrow. Arrow is just kind of buried in this corner, not moving a muscle. There's going to be a single hero rifle here on Tron. We're going to see, I mean, I think right now the side of Centennials is expecting pistols. And most of the players do indeed have pistols, but that one hero rifle might do a considerable amount of damage. We're going to have to wait and see. Shots are going to be very silent for the time being. Nothing's really going to happen. Wilson is going to just kind of retreat. Kind of maybe just make some noise here on this side of the map. As the rest of the team is walking their way here over towards B. No player is actually looking in this direction. They're letting the turret take contact here. The blind will come through, but this is also going to be where the very weak Frosty is. So we're going to have to wait and see where it's going to be. Shots come out. The smokes are going to be in. And that is going to be an opening here. Probably a spike plant for the side of Centennial, or of who? As they're also going to find Frosty. Goes down. Low HP on the cost, and the flash comes through. The double dink as well. Coolio's there on the trade. Looking to work with the rifles. There's going to be a player there in the logs. And the problem is that the hero rifle from Tron is going to go down. Silva ultimate's been popped as well. They know there's one player all the way in the back. It's going to be down on towards Eden in a 1v2. Silva's coming in all the way from the back from highway. He's going to just backstab Eden here. The shots come out. And Eden's aware of it, but the problem is that he's just in such an awkward spot here. He's going to find one. Not able to swing around for the second, though, as Wilson comes through. Single hero rifle. All they needed, I guess, as they come through, pick up the kills. And that's going to be a second round on the board for WHO. So good pickup on their side.
Right here.
See, I forgot who picked up. So this was actually WHO's pick. So Centennials map pick is coming up next, and that's going to be split. So this was the pick of WHO. So WHO on their attack. Got to look to make some stuff happen here, and that is exactly how it's going to start. The lockdown comes through. It's going to get popped. There's going to be a counter lockdown as well. And I don't think, yeah, the sub-ultimate is already used, so there's actually going to be no tools here to kind of break this down. As they're going to go right through the mollies. They're not even going to care. The kill, I mean, the ultimate's, the lockdown's going to go, and it's actually been destroyed. So they successfully were able to break the defending lockdown there, and they're able to pick up the kills on the site. The rotation's still coming through on its way. Phoenix Voids is going to be working inside of Tree here. He's going to put down a couple of stars here along with the stun, which is going to catch, I think, one player. There's going to be one player hell, and then one player, the last one, it's going to be the Sova with the darts, I think. Is going to get spotted, though, by the neural theft, and the shots are going to come through. Finds one, but the defuse comes through, and I don't think the shock dart lineup was there, and that is going to cost him. So Wilson not able to pick up the round. And this is going to be a fifth round over to Centennials on this defending half. Down 5-2 right now, pretty early on. Something teams got to remember as well, you do have those timeouts. If you are going to be bleeding out rounds, you do have the timeouts to kind of calm down, reset everything, get back to work.
Oh, this is a nice spot. I will find you. That goes there. Yes, this should do.
Gonna see Frosty's gonna toss it ult out, but it's gonna be the big rush coming through from the side of WHO. They're gonna be breaking right through the front door basically, and they will spot the Killjoy somewhere on the map. As Frosty's gonna be tucked in this corner, it's all gonna be on Frosty. Gonna get nothing for it. Eden finds one, but that's gonna be it. The trade will be there. As Eden's actually out onto the site, the problem is that there's players market that they have yet to clear out, so this backstab is going to come through, and you can see they're worried about it, because Souls is in the back as well, who found one. So Eden's going to get spotted, goes down, gets spammed through the wall. It's all going to be on Phoenix Voids in the 1v4, nothing doing, 5-3, as who's going to find a third round. And pretty convincingly, honestly, they committed one ultimate and just slammed the site with it, and it worked out in their favor, so very nicely played from WHO. The Centennials is going to be in a bit of an awkward buy situation here. So you can see not a lot of money. You're going to see a Bucky coming out on Eden. You're going to have a Spectre in armor. You're going to have Phoenix Voids picking up a Sheriff into 5 Vandals. Not your most ideal buy for sure, but we've also seen things won on less. So we're going to see where they're going to do. It's going to be a bit of a stack here towards Cat. And not too much else right now. Wahoo's going to get contacted here and is going to get spotted. Down goes Wahoo. The next player up in tree is going to be Phoenix Voids. Also goes down. We're going to leave just Frosty and Coolio in the 2v5 looking to do some damage. All going to be on Frosty now with the Sheriff. Going to find one, so that's going to be a rifle actually. Retrieved, or okay, well, blew the rifle basically halfway down the room. Spike will be planted. Should be aware that there's something here. Is going to get spotted by the drone as well. In a 1v4, looking to just do a little bit of damage here. Or might opt to save the rifle, not too sure at the moment. Is going to get spotted out. No saving at all. Souls finds the kill. And it's going to be 4th round, so looking to tie it up. So who catching back up here as they rattled off 2 in a row. It's now going to be guns, though, up for the side of Centennials. And there you go. The timeout will get called. We're going to see it get used. The Centennials is going to take some time to kind of talk over this. Figure out what they want to do right now. They have been having a bit of a rough time here right now. They're beginning. I mean, they were convincingly in the first 3 rounds, but now it's been back and forth, back and forth. They're going into this gun round. They need to maintain enough guns into this next round because the money on the other side is horrendous. You're looking at 5,000, 7,000, 5,000, 5,000, and then, you know, Arrow's a little bit poor with $2,000, which is still going to be more than like half of the side of Centennials in the bank after this purchase comes through. So right now, to break the bank, you need to win a round. You need to win it convincingly, which is something that the Centennials has kind of been struggling with. They've been winning all the rounds, but it really comes down really close. You know, they've been cutting it really close on a lot of these rounds, and it's just not working out so far. So definitely going to be looking to see what they're going to be doing going forward here. So get ready to go. It's going to be the standard 2 over towards B, 3 over towards A, 1 on Cat. Pretty standard setup that they've got going. As well, I mean, Arrow's going to just open it up. Pair of kills, Killjoy ultimate on the floor, and that's basically everything that they want. So, I mean, coming out of the timeout, Centennials not really working out the way that they were planning on doing so, as both players in B main get dropped. Coolio, though, is going to find Wilson on the backside, but this middle play from Souls, this lurking mid, I don't know if they're going to be ready for this at all. The players are just going to be running up. I don't think they're going to be ready for this cutoff rotation, but they are. Phoenix Void's going to check it. And now, that kind of throws the round into a bit of an awkward spot here for who? You're going to have Tron in the back. Arrow on 32 HP could get easily spammed through the box. Gonna spot 1. Down goes Coolio. Arrow with the 3rd in the round. On pace for the ace. Is gonna get dropped though. And it's gonna now be a 1v2. Tron versus Wahoo. Coming right through the smoke. Is gonna spot Wahoo. Down goes Wahoo. Phoenix Voids now. The spike is basically running out of time. And no, it's gonna get Juan out. Tron with the 1v2. I guess technically a 1v3. Wins the round. And is gonna survive as well. So carries that in the next round. So I mean, Centennials did the damage, but it just wasn't enough at the end. It came close, but you're still going to be in dire financial straits, especially with the sheer amount of money that WHO currently has. I'm going to continue looking at what we've got. It's going to be, you know, Stinger, Frenzies. Not a whole lot really in play for the side of Centennials, except, you know, an ultimate. Frosty's going to go charging forward, and there is nobody around, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, it's going to go charging right through, nothing home, and Frosty's immediately going to get domed because once that ultimate comes through, here comes Arrow. Arrow with 2 kills. And it's going to charge forward. It's going right through. Frenzy's going to find 1, but there's going to be the shot shorty coming out of Arrow. And with the last remaining player, going to be Wahoo on the other side of the map with a Stinger. Not much doing for the side. So we're going to see Wahoo going to be backing away. And is going to get immediately cut down. So not a whole lot going for the side of WHO. And that is going to be 6-5. They're going to take the lead. We're going to see it's going to be the last round, so we are going to have the rifles coming in from the side of Centennials here. Going to be stacked up over towards the B side, which is going to be a correct read, it looks like, based on where the spike is currently headed. Mid is going to be basically completely empty, so Souls is going to have all of that for free. He's going to walk right up. Basically no point of contention here, but Frosty is going to get pick up onto Zenby and immediately gets traded out by Tron. So the early kill going the way over towards B. They've swapped out the locations of these players as well, but Coolio is going to get dropped, and that is going to put them in a bit of a weird spot. Souls is going to spot out Eden inside of tree as well, window room here. Gonna have to retreat here for now. It's going to be a 4v3. Souls barely hanging on with 14 HP here. Gonna try to go through the wall though. The rotation's coming through as well, and the defender ultimate Killjoy is gonna force this rotation, which means Wahoo's gonna catch Wilson in mid, and that ping is gonna spot most of these players on this rotation here. So they do know it's coming over here. As we're gonna see the peek from Wahoo coming up top. Just looking to see where these players might go. It looks like they're going back in towards A. There's going to be a double stag here. Both Eden and Phoenix are going to be set up. Looking here towards tree.
30 seconds
Ultimate's going to go out over towards B. I don't know if they're going to hang on to it. They will. It's going to be a 1v1 over here because Wahoo's going to be set up and is going to pick that up. That's the spike carrier down. This is a problem. Arrow is going to be here as well as Souls. But they need to get here quick. They got 10 seconds. They have to clear Wahoo from behind. They don't really have a choice. They got to go down, and they got to go now. But Phoenix is going to catch Souls, and that does mean this round is going to be in the books. Not a whole lot to work with. I don't know how Arrow spins around and gets that one, but the round is going to be over, and that is going to be it. 6-6 at the half. As we flip sides, Phoenix is going to peek out at the very last second and pick it up. As we're going to take a look. That was a lot of rounds rattled off by who to start off. Or sorry, near the end, but they're going to lose that last one out on time, so Centennials is going to go down. Arrow's been disconnected, so there may be a pause here coming into play. We'll sit and wait, see. Okay, never mind, Arrow's back in, so I guess they're good to go. And that does mean the round probably should go off. We should be good. Everything's ready to go. And the attacking side from the side of Centennials is going to be in play now. Frosty and me pushing forward. Is actually well aware that Zenby's going to be in this corner. Zenby's going to be forced out and just downed. So really smart play opening coming out of Frosty. Let's see where they're going to end up taking this, and they're going to charge right through. Frosty is going to go right here at the early point of contact, but Tron's actually going to find one. Just trade back though. Coolio finds that. There's a gap in the smoke here for Wilson to work with. And at the end, it's all going to be on Frosty. And Frosty's not going to be long for the world. Arrow, 3 in the round. Arrow definitely been going crazy with the multi-kills. It's currently 17 and 10 right now as well. So that is going to be 7 on the board. They're going to take the lead here. Got the champion butterfly knife as well, all nicely lit up because that is currently the leader in the lobby. 17 kills for Arrow. Gonna have the stinger as well on the other side. It looks like Centennials is just gonna opt for full pistols. They got the plant down, but honestly their money is not fantastic post plant, so they're just gonna go for the full save, run with classics, probably run right into the blender. But you never know what is gonna happen going forward. Doesn't look like a whole lot is going to be going forward as Frosty and Co are going to go right down the middle, it looks like, down the throat. Souls is going to be here with a Guardian, and there's going to be surprise. There's going to be one player looking for the second, and is going to find that as well. Eden and Frosty both drop. The rest of the players making their way quickly towards Cat, and it does look like Wilson's going to be here with a Marshall ready to go. Gonna miss the first shot shown. That means a player is going to get across. The problem, I guess, is that wasn't really the bomb. You're going to see Coolio is going to actually catch Tron a little bit unaware, as they're going to be walking right back into Wilson, though, and Wilson's going to remove the head of Coolio. Going to get across, but Zenby will be there, gets revenge for that last round. and is going to pick up both kills. So that's going to be money in the bank. I believe 4 players survived that for the side of WHO. So they're going to have a Guardian. You know, they're going to pick up Sheriffs and whatever for the eco, as they're going to face the full rifle might of Centennials here.
Let's
See
make 'em
where
dance.
things are going here. Frosty will get spotted out by that recon. That recon goes all the way over towards the hut. So nice lineup there coming out of Wilson. As the drone is also going to be heard. And Frosty and Co are going to just try to back away from this one. There's not really much of a mid presence here from the side of WHO. They're not bothering with any of that mid control, which is going to give a good amount of space here over towards Centennials to kind of pick where they want to go with this right now. It looks like Wilson just kind of hopping and jump spotting over in spawn, choosing whether or not to rotate here. Looks like they're beginning to aim here to lean towards A on the rotation. No one's seen anybody early on, except maybe footsteps here in A main has been the most. Wahoo's going to be swinging out here as a possible point of contact. Doesn't have the camera to work with, and that is going to spot 2 players. So that knife is going to spot a pair. Not sure if that'll trigger a rotation though, and it does look like, yeah, there it goes. There's a rotation, and Toronto's going to obliterate Frosty. Down goes Frosty's head. Completely gone out of the gate. They're going to swing out on towards A. There's going to be one up heaven. That's going to be a great shot from Souls in a 2v2 now. Souls and Wilson versus... Oh, what a headshot that was. Phoenix goes down. Eden, last one standing. This was the rifle round 2 from WHO, and it's just been falling apart here. And that's another fantastic shot from Souls. 3 in the round with the Guardian. And that is going to be the rifle round for Centennials, just ripped away here. See, and the pistols are going to be out once again for Centennials, and they're going to be charging them full force. They're going to go right past the Killjoy, actually. Arrow is not spotted here and is going to be around this corner. Going to find 1, 2, 3 all together along with the spike. The 2 players left are going to be on the site, but the spike left behind, unfortunately. They didn't actually know, and oh no, Wilson's not going to go down. Going to turn around on Frosty. The frenzy control not really there, and that's going to leave Wahoo in a 1v5 all the way in the back. Is going to go down as Wilson goes flying in and picks it up. So that is going to be another round over the side of WHO. They're going to hit double digits here. It's going to be 10-6 now for WHO over Centennials.
Placing sentry. Placing alarm bot. Placing swamp grenade.
We're going to see, it's going to be rifles. Once again, the operator coming out on Souls as well. So we're going to see where Souls is going to take this early on. There's going to be nobody here to peek this, as all of Centennials is currently stacked up outside of B. The smoke's going to go out from the side of WHO, so that's going to cover that. We're going to see if anyone from Centennials is going to risk it. They're not going to be expecting the op, and no, down goes Eden. Walks right into it. Was not ready for it. And that now... I mean, a lot of these players over on B were also spotted, so Centennials may have to rethink where they're going to go with this right now. And it does look like they're going to rotate. They're going to smoke that off mid. So that's going to leave Souls. They have to back up, and they're going to make that rotation across here towards the Abe site. There's only going to be 2 players here if they hit this fast enough, so you can see right now. Players are going to be ready, but Souls is going to chime in with another one. Again, the spam through from Tron right now is not going to be good. It is going to fall. Arrow's going to be on the flank. Wilson's going to be here on the site, but that should be the point, or excuse me, the site taken over for the side of Centennials. They're going to pick this one up, and they're now going to be ready to play, hold the site. So, I mean, the spot sides have changed. It's going to be no one heaven. They're going to spot that originally. Player's going to go down. This camera will go down, but the op shot from Souls again will get traded out. Killjoy ultimate coming through as well. The lockdown is in play. That is going to force these players off the site, and that's going to be a great smoke to clear them back, as Arrow's going to try to chase down the last player and is going to succeed in doing so. Frosty in the back corner goes down. And that is going to be another round here for the side of Who, as they're going to make it up to 11.
It is over.
Arrows 21 and 11. That is incredible right now. Very nicely played. As this should be another rifle round. The loss bonus should be high enough right now that Centennials is going to be able to get rifles for most of these rounds going forward. But it looks like they're actually going to opt for a lower buy here. Well, I mean, there's going to be a couple Spectres. There's a Vandal in play. Eden probably is enough to buy a rifle as well. Wahoo is probably going to go... Okay, I was going to say Judge may not be my weapon of choice, but the Bucky might even be worse. To be determined, that's going to be a Guardian in play. So Centennials is putting a lot on this buy, because if you lose this, you're going to 12, and you're not going to have a lot of money in play right now. So they are going to be playing. They want to play for the win. They want to prevent this from going to overtime point. They have not been able to really get a way to crack into these bomb sites fully. Frosty's going to need one out. Zenby's not going to be home this time, so nothing is going to appear. And they're going to make their way over here towards the A site.
Okay.
Enemy tag.
Sam's going to go through. They're going to spot at least one player. And I believe that was the player inside of tree. Frosty's going to go charging right in. Space has been made. He's going to get around the corner here. And that is going to be two players dropped, actually. Tron is going to be over here trying to spam down the KO that's dead on the ground. Tron and Co are actually, they're going to get that Coolio up. Coolio's going to get up, and that's going to leave Wilson and Arrow in the 2v5. I think they're just going to try to save here. They don't really want to retake it, give over the weapons, I guess, even though the weapons have already really been picked up for the side of Centennials. But off they go onto the save. More than happy to just get out of there when they can. And Centennials is going to stave off match point here. They're going to successfully come through. Good job on their part. And that is going to be the save coming through for Who. They're going to maintain those rifles. I mean, there's still a fair amount of money in the bank, but Arrow is going to grab that operator, and that's going to be pretty big for Souls going into this next round.
There.
They're going to spot looking for these players. They're going to exit Cat. And I don't know if they spotted this. They don't. And actually, that's going to cost. Arrow's going to go down. So that op is not going to be retrieved. They're going to find one kill on towards Eden. But that is going to be it. The op will be sent over to the side of Centennials, actually. They're going to pick it up. They're going to give it to Frosty. Frosty's going to run with that. Currently 16 and 16 with the ultimate at the ready as well. You got a lockdown, and you have the Cosmic Divide available for Phoenix Void. On the other side, the only ultimate really available is going to be Tron. Wilson and Zenby are both 2 away, but the rest of the team not really that close. Souls, though, will have an operator once again, and is going to go 1v1 with Frosty right out of the gate. Opening duel coming through. Is going to peek around the corner. Frosty doesn't even get all the way around the corner before it gets dropped by Souls. And that is going to be the opening duel won by the side of WHO Esports. So Centennials very early down a man, trying to work out where they're going to go with this next. Wahoo going to be pushed up. It's going to be a lot of A presence coming out from Centennials recently. They have not really made much of an effort to go over towards B. We're going to see where they choose. As they're going to send it, or they're going to drop the ultimate down as well. Wahoo's going to get forced backwards by the molly. But one player is going to be inside, and that is going to be Coolio, who will be in. The lockdown is going to force everybody away, so this should be a free plant for the side of Centennials. They're going to be just spamming through hell, try to figure out if anyone's there, but somebody is going to be right above them. It's going to be a 5v4 retake, because Arrow's going to be set up on the corner. Going to go drop down and immediately gets taken out, but Souls has found a third in the round. It's all going to be now down to Coolio. Coolio is going to get caught from tree. Down they go. And that is going to be match point for Who right now.
Match point.
That's going to be match point once again. Rifles will be coming out from the side of Centennials. So we're going to have something to work with there. On the other side, actually, yeah, that'll call for the timeout. So the second timeout of the round coming in from Centennials, as they're going to try to talk this over, what they want to do. They're going to have the money to get rifles almost across the board, I think, except for Eden, who's running a little bit low on cash. We'll still probably be able to get a rifle out with light armor. I mean, Souls with that operator is now caught up. 21 kills apiece for both Souls and Arrow right now. Doing a very good job of staying in the game, picking up the kills, and just winning those opening gunfights as well. We're going to see where Souls will take that. Probably back to mid based on the current positioning of where Souls is. You're going to have a couple ultimates ready. I mean, Frosty and Phoenix Voids both with ultimates at the ready. No one else is going to be close and probably won't be very close unless this game goes into overtime, basically. They probably won't be picking up those ultimates unless it goes that long. So we're definitely going to be seeing where they're going to be headed. There's a lot of pings coming out on the map. So they know what they got to do. Now it's going to be a matter of executing on what exactly they were doing. We're going to see a setup here outside of B. There's going to be two players. It's going to be the KO in Zen B who's transition across. They're rotating the setups as well as Arrow. Players you don't really want to deal with right now, but I mean, basically wherever you go, you're going to have to deal with somebody. And you're going to see, I mean, Souls is going to be peeking out mid pretty aggressively. Nobody is going to be home. Then we're going to see the spam coming through from Zen B, looking for anything Arrow. Because of course, Arrow finds the opening pick, and that is going to be Frosty down. And that is also your Raze ultimate down. So that is going to be pretty huge right now for an opening pick. Well played from Arrow. And now they're going to be looking to catch these players on the rotation here. Souls is going to be set up top with the operator. As possible, they just peek into this. Because they don't really have the information. You don't have the Sova to be able to kind of... You don't have anyone really like initiation. Oh, that's a great shot out of Wahoo. What a peek that was on towards Arrow. And that op shot is going to ring out as well. Souls will find Eden. Going to be looking for a re-peek on towards that as well. Wahoo's going to go charging forwards. And everyone's actually rotated off of the B site here. You're going to spot the players in mid. It's going to be Souls again chiming through with that operator. Who's going to miss that shot. That shot just went right into the ground. I guess was moving or something at the time. But it's all going to be on Coolio now in a 1v4 to save the game. This was a Who's map pick. So Centennials still has their own to work with, and I guess that's a little bit of extra solace, I suppose, in the process. But that op shot will miss. Wilson will not, though, and that is going to be a 13-7. It's going to be map number 2. Centennials pick of split. They're going to be on the attacking side as well as we're going to get ready. Pulling out the compositions relatively a little more standard, I guess, between the two. You can have a Raze on the side of Who versus the Jet in the hands of Frosty. Although actually they do have a Raze. I didn't even notice that there's also a Raze here for the side of Centennials. But they're going to be going straight here on towards the A site. They're going to go charging right through. Wilson and Arrow going to be chiming in for kills right out of the gate. Wahoo's going to find one traded back. But it's going to be a 3v4 here. There's going to be one in the back of the site. Arrow's going to fall. So that's going to be a big player taken off the board here for the side of Who. As they're going to be going for that 3v3 retake here. Going to be, looks like Souls, Tron, and Zenby are going to be the players remaining. Souls is going to be on that Raze coming in from the flank. And is going to spot one on towards Coolio. Not able to find the shot though. And the double peeks come in. Tron and Souls both finding headshots. Means it's all down to Coolio in the 1v3. Tron's going to come in. Clean take, retake coming out of Who. As they're going to find all 3 kills. And they're going to carry 3 players now into the next round. So well played from Who. And they're going to start off strong on their opponent's map pick. So very nicely played.
Commendable. Again.
Good to see this defensive setup again. Arrow going to be very nicely positioned here over towards A. It does look like most of the players from Centennials are going to be setting up over here towards mid. All 5 players are going to be ready to go. Probably just rolling straight forward, but Zenby is going to be at the ready with the wall. We'll be more than ready. Just block this one off. There's going to be the wall. All the players are going to be coming out of market here. And you got to break this one down. So they're going to run forward, put a hole in this wall, and they're going to have to deal with Zenby on the other side as well. Zenby's going to just take Eden down. Down goes Eden. Shots come out. Zenby's going to find 2 and a third. Wahoo and Coolio are all going to go down under the shots of Zenby. Zenby on for the ace and is going to find it. All 5 players with the Spectre. Picks up every single one of them. And that's going to be a pretty nice start for who. They're going to be pretty happy with that one right off the rip here. So now it's going to be rifles out for the sides of Centennials. They're going to be working that on the attack on the other side. Well, I mean, only one person really fired their gun, really, and it was Zenby. So they're going to have everything still to work with. Tron is going to have that judge. Going to see that's going to be just outside of B here. So that's going to be something. If who is going to go for that, they got to clear this here. As Tron's going to be at the ready. Going to be blinded up, though. Very blind, and I think that blind is going to come back the other way as well. They're going to find Tron right through the smoke, actually, and that is going to be the go signal here. Nade's going to fly out, and they're going to be ready, charging forwards. And both duelists are going to go right by the... Well, they're going to go right by Zenby, but Wilson will be found as well. So players off the board. 4 players left standing from the side of Centennials. There's going to be 2 on the other side for who. And, I mean, you got a Spectre. And I think a Bulldog, so not the best weaponry to go in. The Bulldog will be pretty nice, and Soul's going to find one on a Coolio. You're just trying to do damage here in this round, as they're going to pick up one. They're looking for a second. Arrow's going to find one as well, so that's going to be a big loss here for Centennials, really. I mean, this is a pretty successful round, and that dink on towards Eden almost takes Eden down as well, but Arrow's not able to finish off the kill. And that does mean it's going to be 2-1. As you can see, who now should be able to rebuy into the round. See where they're going to choose to go to next. Zenby's going to be 1 off ultimate already. 7 out of 8 points on the other side. Frosty's going to be 1 off. And everyone else is going to be about 2 to 3 off. So ultimate's not going to be becoming a factor just yet. As you're going to see, well, again, mid control coming in from the side of Centennials. The wall's going to be up, and they're going to be looking to break that. They're only going to have 2 rifles and 3 pistols, though. All 3 pistols are going to be pressed up against this wall right now. And it looks like they're just going to boost over it. They're going to go for this boost. Zenby, I don't know if it's aware. Surprise, hello! And Zenby just gets absolutely destroyed by every player just peering over that wall. They were not ready for that whatsoever. Nade comes through from Souls. Frosty looking to chase this one down, I think. Is not going to be able to follow that one up. And meanwhile, Wilson is going to take down one on the site. Souls is going to be there for the follow-up. Coolio goes down. The plant hasn't come through yet either. Frosty's going to be all the way in the back. All these players are just back here. Not really where they want to be. They're actually going to book it here over towards A. I think the Killjoy is going to be aware of this. As Arrow might hear this. Frosty, though, is going to be ready for the follow-up and is going to pick that one up. He's going to dash forward, going up towards heaven. Arrow's going to be here. Probably not going to get cleared out, though. And yeah, Arrow is going to pick up Frosty. Spike was not finished, though. Eden did not finish that plant. But they should get this. They're going to get the money. And they're going to work with that. So they're going to be playing. Move forwards. The retake is on. Souls with that Vandal in play is going to go up. Wahoo is going to be the... Wahoo will drop. Eden's going to be the last player alive. Will get caught, though. Forced out by the nade. Wilson picks it up with the Vandal. And that's going to be another round over to who? So 3-1 for an opening start. They're probably going to be pretty happy with that. As Arrow once again DCs and comes back in. So
my fingers. Multiple fingers.
Would have been an awkward spot there. But we're going to see what the buys are going to look like across the board. It's going to be full rifles basically for both teams. Zenby, a little bit on the slightly more broke side, I guess you could say, is going to only have a Spectre. Everyone else, though, Vandals and Phantoms across the board. Money's actually not in a great state for who right now. 2 players at 2,500. Everyone else is basically 0 or 500 or less right now. Centennials overall, I think as a team, might have more money. But, I mean, either way, this is going to be a critical break-in round. This could either result in a tie-up or it's going to result in who extending their lead considerably. And Frosty, out ahead of the team, is going to get picked off by Souls. The 3 players chiming in on that assist. As there's actually 4 players now over towards B, which should trigger. I mean, it does look like the side of Centennials looking to try to rotate this over. Tron's going to peek out up top. Wahoo is ready for that, though. It's going to end up going down as a result. Eden is going to be the next player here. looking to find the trade back. Meanwhile, the rest of the players walking their way in towards A. The utility from Killjoy is still there and active, but Zenby is going to find Eden on that middle wall, which means there's only these 3 players left. Souls is rotated here on towards A as well, so they're going to be on towards the site, and they're going to have players here ready to go. Flash is going to be out. Nothing's going to be spotted. That is going to trigger both mollies, though, and Coolio is going to go in. On the other side of the molly, he's not able to do much. Phoenix Void is going to eat the nade as well. Wahoo's going to find Arrow, though, so that will take more of the utility off the board. Zenby's going to be up here close corner, though. And considering, yeah, Wahoo not a lot of health to work with, is going to leave Phoenix Voids in the 1v3 and is going to get taken down. Wilson with that kill. 4-1, and that will break the money of Centennials. They're not going to have a lot to work with going into this next round. Let's see. Here, you're going to see a judge. Well, momentary judge. It'll probably turn into a bulldog or something. Or nope, someone's going to buy that rifle over. On the other side, there's going to be some armor. Couple SMGs, mostly pistols here, it looks like. Or no, more SMGs are coming into the fold. So they're going to pseudo buy into this. And we're going to see if who's going to be ready for this. Souls is going to be here for the first peek early on. The flash will come through or not actually go off, and is going to be try to just deny this. Force the players back with utility. This should be a rotation as well. You can see the players coming from the other side of the map, especially considering that Arrow is pushed so far up, is already into sewers. There, no one is going to be ready for this, as Arrow's going to walk up just right behind both of these players in mid, Eden and Frosty. Well, okay, and Arrow's going to stop actually and just hold. But if that push came through, probably would have caught both players completely unaware, as they're still sitting in mid right now. Souls is aware at least one player I think got across, but Arrow is going to start pushing up here, looking to see where these players might be. The rotation is coming through. He's going to spot one, looking for the second here. Is going to find that second as well. Is going to peek out in the entire team. Who's going to find that kill, but Wilson will be there on the trade. The flash will go out. Players are going to get across, and Phoenix Voids now is going to be left in a 1v4 right now. With the bomb, is going to go back to B. And this should be a bomb plant for free. I don't think anyone is going to be in a position to stop this here. Because no, Phoenix is going to get off. Not going to get that bomb down. And that means that, yeah, Wilson will be there for that pick. And that is going to be another round going to favor Centennials. They only get one for the investment. So honestly, not that great of a payoff. If you're the side of Centennials, you're probably not really that happy with that. But what's done is done. Now you're going to buy up. They got the rifles. They have the weaponry they need. And now you got to meet them face to face. The problem is that they keep running into the players like Zenby, like Wilson, who are just there as turrets and just ripping everyone apart wherever they go. It's just not working out too hot for them, and that's going to be an issue here, as they are going to set up once again for another A push. And I think, honestly, who is just getting bolder and bolder every round. They're just going for these pushes. Arrow is going to walk right into the crossfire of 2 players. As the Seeker's going to come through as well. That's going to be a dash up towards top. Tron, though, will be there and will get spammed down through the box. That's going to be a 4v3 finally. Centennials with a man advantage for the first time in was probably quite a while. As Eden and Zenby are going to be up top here. Eden's not going to be able to catch Zenby off guard. But Phoenix Voids was able to find Wilson, so that will open up the site. It's going to leave both Souls and Zenby over here towards this, well, what is this, wires? He knows that Eden's in this corner, and that's going to be a big pick early on. He's going to go for the res as well, so this is going to even up the odds. It's going to be a 3v3 here. As the blind will come through. Souls completely blind, but Wahoo on the flank finds 2 of them, and now it's going to be Tron in a 1v2. Time ticking down. Not a whole lot to work with, and is going to get caught from the side. Phoenix Voids picks the kill up, and that is going to be a round back over to Centennial. So the gun round comes through. The problem is that, well, now you got a lot of guns, a lot of money on the other side that you got to roll through here. Souls is going to bring out the operator. So this is actually, I mean, you would have thought that who would have more bank. The problem is that no, they don't. This is actually kind of the limit of their money right now. So they're not going to have a whole lot to work with here. And if they lose, they will be forced on towards an eco.
I will rip the light from them.
See where that operator goes. It's going to be peeking in towards garage, and I don't think Phoenix Voids is going to be very prepared for this. If Phoenix commits around the corner, could be very costly here, especially because that'll be the spike, and that'll be dropped right out in the open. On the other side, there's going to be 2 players working mid, 2 players working A here. You're going to see that WHO is basically just dedicated almost their entire team over towards A. You're going to have Zenby in mid as kind of expected. Zono, Eden's going to go around this corner. They're going to dry peek this. There's the operator. Goodbye. And that is going to be a bit of a problem because now you can't go that way. If you're the side of Centennials, you needed to flash through or something to basically clear out the angle. They didn't do that. Dry peeked it. It's going to cost Eden her life. And that now is going to throw Centennials into a bit of an awkward spot here. They have to figure out where they're going to go next and where they want to start moving up. Wahoo looking to clear out Zenby. The wall, I don't know if that wall went down normally here. As the Boombot's going to come through. It's going to spot Zenby. Zenby's going to take a little bit of chip damage there. Not too much to work with. We're going to see Frosty. It's going to fall though. Traded back. As Wilson goes down as well. It's going to be a 3v3 here. Wahoo's going to be up in heaven. Is going to find Arrow. So that's a big pick. Arrow down. Which should open up the A site with 10 seconds to go. Phoenix has to sprint to get that spike down. But get it down they will. It's a 3v2 here. Both players rotating from the other side of the map. Which should give the side of Centennials a fair amount of time to kind of set up here. And get ready. Tron may be aware of this player up close. And there you go. Yeah, Souls will find Wahoo. Did a decent amount of damage, but here comes Souls flying out all the way up top with that ultimate and is going to spot the last one as well. Souls with 4 in the round as WHO is going to pick up their 6th of the map. So again, I mean, this was Centennial's map pick so far, looking definitely like it's going to be WHO taking the advantage early. I mean, they are going to be on the defensive side, and it's usually the preferred side for most of these teams. But yeah, that's going to trigger another timeout. Centennials not happy with how this is going so far. And that is going to be a bit of an issue right now as they have to talk this out, sort out what is going on right now. I mean, the answer is that Souls and Zenby and Wilson kind of have your number. They've figured out exactly where everyone's been going across the map, and they're putting themselves in positions to stop it. That is going to be how things are rolling for right now. We're going to be getting some nice cameras courtesy of Jeff. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an ideal buy for the side of Centennials right now. You're going to see pistols. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix was this 5,000, but no one else on the team is really in a position to buy rifles. So chances are no rifles going to be coming out. They're going to let it go. And we're going to see again, timeout's going to be ticking down. The players are going to have to move forward. Going to get ready to get back into it. Centennials is going to have 4 rounds to work with to try and sort out everything on their attacking side.
Placing sentry. Out of charges.
But as of right now, it's been heavily in favor of WHO. As Air's going to be setting up once again all the utility and everything needed. I do see an operator has been picked up, or sorry, no, that was just a marshal. I thought it was an operator maybe. There you go. They've cleared out the corner now. They're figuring this one out. So they are able to clear that out. There's actually not going to be an operator this time though, as I think Souls left it behind on the retake, so don't have that to work with. Smokes are going to come out though, it looks like, but they're not going to be doing much on towards the site just yet. The smokes will be down, but there's going to be 3 players here looking to make it a 4th. Ultimate's going to ring out from Wahoo. It's going to find 1. That was Zenby who goes down. They haven't cleared out Souls though. He's right around this corner. Now they're going to spot him. Down goes Souls. Wilson trades back on towards Frosty. Tron's going to find another. They're going to get the spike plant down though, and that's all they want really right now. And the ultimate coming from Phoenix Voids is going to just try and get out. Is going to go all the way into the back. Is going to just avoid that ultimate, or excuse me, avoid the lockdown. And now it's going to be a 3-on-3 retake here coming through. Trying to just find, they're going to spam 1 down. That's going to be a very, very low Wahoo in that smoke. Once that smoke expires, we're going to have a bit of a problem as, yeah, both players are going to drop. And that's going to be all 3. Cleo goes down as well. Phoenix Voids hits the dirt. And that is going to be WHO finding a 7th round. Very nicely played from the side of who as they succeed in that retake. I mean, you lost the 2 kills early, but they didn't panic about it either. They know that they have the superior weaponry. They went for the retake, played the angles well, and I mean, the spams through the smoke as well just did so much damage to Centennials. The 2 players were just so low that once that smoke fades, nothing they could really do about it, and they just kept dropping. So that, unfortunately, is how it is. And now it's going to be an A hit coming out of Centennials. They're going to have the rifles out at the ready. So this is going to be a much more even round here. There's still going to be a Guardian actually in the hands of Wilson, who's going to spot one player in that corner. That's going to be Eden. Might have spotted a second as well. So that is going to call that, hey, you can take some space on the map. That's exactly what Who is doing. You can see Souls working up to market already. I think Frosty's going to be ready for that. No, Frosty's going to turn at the last second. Turns away from it. So that's going to get pinched out in mid. That is going to be a significant amount of map control now for Who. So Centennials is now pinched in here towards A. Not where you want to be, but they don't really have much of a choice at the moment. Souls is going to be on the way in towards sewer. I think heard some footsteps and is debating about whether he wants to go around this corner. That's going to be one. Going to find 2 out of it with the nade as well. Is going to spot this. Going to get caught on the reload by Eden. Eden's going to res one player. Doesn't have the heal to work with either. But this is going to be a bit of an awkward spot. And with the position of Zenby as well, Zenby's going to be here all of these players go by. And he's just going to swing around the corner and shoot everybody in the back. It's just fish in the barrel. And is only actually going to get 1 out of it. But Tron is going to be here. Tron gets caught as well. Wahoo comes back from the dead. Finds 2 kills. Now we're in a 2-on-2. He's going to get the spike down here as well. Should be able to get it, I think, before Arrow gets around the corner. Arrow's going to spot that one. I don't know if they're going to see the second here. Eden's going to be right below. Hasn't spotted the gun barrel. There you go. Down goes Eden. It's going to be all on Wahoo here. Around the corner. Going to get spammed down, though, and Wilson comes out on top. That's going to be an 8th round going over to the side of Who.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my inventions.
Going to see, again, rifles probably going to get bought in, but it's actually this time, it's going to be Arrow. So the side of Who is going to be the ones calling this time out, trying to talk out exactly where they're going to go. With this setup, I guess, they have all the money they could possibly want right now. So their economy definitely stabilized after 3 straight defuses. I mean, it does mean that Centennials is breaking into the sites, though. They are getting that spike down. But they've not really succeeded in defending it very well. But, I mean, a couple of those were also eco rounds, so they're probably pretty happy with at least those plants. But 8-2 right now on your own map pick is not a deficit that you want to be staring down for the time being. Going forward, as of right now, we're going to have only 1 ultimate available on the board out of the entire lobby here. Souls is going to be 2 away. Wahoo's going to be 2 away, so those Raise Rockets may be coming online shortly. But until then, not too much doing. Because Wahoo's going to be up to 13 kills as well right now in the lobby, so 3,900 in the bank, maybe a rifle. No utility, though, if that's the case. Going to see some Spectres, Bulldogs. Wahoo's going to have a Judge out. So this is going to be interesting to see. They're going to just go on this mini buy. Don't want to fully commit to this. They're going to see the dog will get broken immediately. So Frosty is going to be working forward. They're going to smoke off the cross and just head up towards heaven here, it looks like. Wahoo's going to be playing the ball. There's going to be Sage just on the other side. So 2 players here. Nicely set up. That wall is going to be kind of a sticking point here. But Arrow is going to find Frosty early on. So that's going to be the first kill going the way of Who on the defensive side here. Zenby's going to find 1, but Wahoo's immediately going to trade back. See, Wahoo is like just waiting basically for around the corner. We'll probably get long peek though. And that's going to be a kill. 1 kill there, but is not going to be able to pick up a second. Doesn't have a whole lot in the tank to work with here. And I mean, yeah, with a player just kind of shooting the angle, they know exactly where Wahoo is, and Wahoo cannot move at all. So they're just going to run it down probably. Just going to go right around the corner. Surprise. Arrow's going to pick that one up. That's a 9th round. So we're going into the round switch here.
Last
And it's,
round
or
before
sorry,
the
last
switch.
round before the half. It's going to be 9-2. To see right now where exactly is Centennials going to work with. They're going to have the money for the rifles here, except for Eden, who's going to be on a Spectre. The rest of the team could be ready to go. And the opening shot, once again, Frosty not ready. Souls is going to have that operator again, who brings it out only on occasion, it seems. Hasn't been bringing it out too often, but there's going to be Zenby out on top of the wall, which is very green for some odd reason. Does end up going down here. See the players beginning to move forward. It's going to be a 4v4 on the map right now, and that should be a weapon upgrade probably too for whoever's going to be able to pick up Zenby's rifle. Wahoo will have that ultimate, looking to break open a site with that, and is going to pop it right now, and it's going to find nothing. Actually fires it on like with basically unconfirmed information, nothing to really be seen. Phoenix Voids will block off the top here of Heaven, and is going to send that blind out towards the site, but it's going to be pushed through by Arrow. Arrow's only going to find one. It's going to be a 3v3. Souls is going to be the last player here available on the site, looking to find something with the operator. I mean, that's going to be pulled the ultimate out, but at the bad time is going to go down. That'll open up the site, but Tron's going to be there to follow up on towards that Kuyo. Wahoo's not the closest, but Wahoo should get a massive flank here potentially. None of these players are paying attention. That's going to be one. Looking to make it two, but no. Wilson will pick it up in a 1v1 now versus Eden. Looking to find out. Will spot out Eden. Is going to be hurt on the drop as well. Knows the drop. They're going to commit to the fight, and Wilson will pick it up. 10-2 is going to be the half. Going into the side switch here, because that's going to be a big round for who. I mean, Centennials has been keeping it close this entire time, but they've just not been able to pull it over the edge in a lot of these scenarios. It's going to be 10-2 as who is going to switch over to the attacking side. Centennials not able to show up too much on their map pick, despite Wahoo with 17 kills so far. It's just not working out across the board. As you're going to see 4 ghosts picked up by who. All the pistols being purchased here, it looks like. And then there's just going to be Tron with a blind and head armor. So we're going to see where they end up taking this one. Yeah, it's just going to be ghosts across the board. Frosty's going to have a sheriff in hand, looking for that opening pick, and Garage is going to be basically what Souls was doing, except just not with an op. But I mean, to be fair, in the right hands, your sheriff might be an op. You never know. Probably Garage picks are going to come in, and Wahoo's immediately going to be sent packing. Or sorry, Frosty. Going to be sent basically out. And that's going to be a free bomb site, basically, for the side of who. They're going to get right in there. They're going to get nice and comfy, make themselves at home. As Frosty will get spotted all the way back in CT. That's going to be a plant going down. And we're going to be in the retake. Wahoo will find one, though. Souls will immediately trade back. Frosty forced backwards here. Looking to move up. He's going to spot one. Yeah, that's going to be Souls. Peeking out a little much in the wrong spot. That's going to be the trade through, and that's going to be shots again. So there's going to be some big kills coming in. It's all going to be on Tron in the back. Tron's going to go down. 4 players stay alive for Centennials. As they're going to be quite happy with that round. They're going to pull that defuse off as well. And this is the start of what, in theory, may be their comeback, because they're down 10-3, and that is a lot of rounds you got to make up right now.
I'm no doctor, but I can patch a bullet hole or two. Let me know if you need here.
We're going to see again. Eden's now going to take over Zenby's job of just walling off mid. Typical Sage duties. You stand there, you wall mid, and the round continues. Maybe you walk out on top of it, maybe you don't. But typically what happens as a Sage playing on split, as the dog will spot Eden, but the rest of the team is going to be kind of falling back. You're going to see it's actually going to be a force up here from the side of who. They're going to be forced into this. They're going to have the stingers and stuff at the ready. Arrow gonna run out of bullets here, it looks like. He's gonna toss that nade out as well. That's gonna do a good job of just denying that area. As the players are gonna be wrapping around the back here, it looks like. As Coolio and Eden are kind of stuck here against this wall. So the players are gonna be in the back. It's all gonna be now down onto Wilson as the players have all cleared out. Coolio, I think, killed somebody with a dog. I didn't even know the dog did damage. But apparently it does because somebody died to one. But that's going to be the force by beaten up. So they're going to be happy with that. Centennials going to find their 4th round. And that should force Who probably on towards an eco here is my guess.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
As we're going to see right now. Yeah, it's just going to be, actually, it's going to be like another pseudo buy here. So there's still going to be a fair amount of power behind this. Centennials might be expecting something pretty light. That's not going to be the case on what's coming towards them. I mean, Eden's going to have a classic. There's going to be a Judge, a Marshal, a Spectre, and a Bulldog. So the very wide variety across the map. You got a Sheriff, Frenzy, Stinger. Everyone's doing whatever the heck they want. We're going to see right here, it's going to be the push Arrow going to be up against the wall. You know, the very fun spot. Coolio's going to have that Bulldog out towards Garage. I mean, right now, Who pretty spread out across the map right now, trying to sort out where they're going to be going. They're doing a little bit of mid-presence, so they're actually going to walk themselves out towards A, right up towards Heaven. They have not been spotted. Wilson and Zenby have not been seen so far, although now, okay, yeah, Frosty's going to remove Zenby's head. That's going to be a little unfortunate there. But that is going to be a weapon spotted out, so they know that they're on a buy. And then Frosty's going to walk right into the crosshairs of Wilson because they were not aware there's a second player here. But there's also going to be some mid control. They're pushing their way up here. They're trying to just take the space, and Arrow is going to evict Eden right out of, well, right out of this area here. As there looks like, yeah, up on the wires. Tron's going to go down to Phoenix Voids. Coolio's going to be right awkward. We put out in the middle of basically, well, right in front of Souls, and Souls is going to go down because Souls got blinded by the Seekers there. But Wahoo is going to be here on the site with a Judge. It's going to be a 1v2 here for Arrow. He's going to have to defeat the Seeker first. And then Arrow's just going to, yeah, the Judge is going to fire on the corner. Wahoo's going to pick that up. Only 2 players survived, though. So that's a significant amount of damage done to Centennials by Who. Completely lost track of who is what as of right now. Very nicely played. The Souls is going to just pop the satchel. Don't need that apparently. And it's going to be guns out for the side of Who. Op also going to be in Frosty's hands. Is going to take over exactly what Souls was doing before. Over inside the garage. The nade's going to fly in, create some space. The smoke's going to go out. The blind's going to come through though, and Souls will not be able to see a thing. Might have spotted Wahoo here on the edge. It's not actually though. Wahoo's just going to decimate him from behind with the Judge. And this is going to trigger the rotation. You can see all the players coming in now across the board. Arrow chucking that nade into the back, but Phoenix Voids is going to find Zenby. So 2 early picks here from Centennials. Make that 3 as Eden's going to find Tron. Arrow's going to chime back 1 on towards Phoenix. Void's going to walk right into the op of Frosty. Frosty going to find 1. Or excuse me, Wilson finds 1, not the second. The 3 players remain standing. And Centennials marches on. 4 straight rounds now on this defending side. This is going to force Who once again to a pseudo buy. It's going to be pistols and stingers basically for most of their players. There's going to be a couple of ultimates available on the board, but not too much going. That's going to be the first shot. Fired off. Out they go. Like I'm a little bit distracted. You're gonna be, yeah, Frosty's gonna have this op here at the ready. Killjoy is gonna be peeking this around the corner, just kind of shouldering it. Is gonna get across though. 3 players are gonna be grouped up in mid. 1 player all the way out on A, so Souls is just all the way over there on the other side of the map. But Kuyo's gonna find Arrow. Souls is gonna get found as well. So it's just gonna be these 3 players remaining in mid. They're gonna get spotted out pretty quickly here. The Stingers are gonna go to work. Finds 1, so Tron's gonna find Phoenix Voids. It's a matter of whether they're gonna be able to follow up with any more. The answer, maybe not. The Seekers are gonna be committed here.
30 seconds left.
It's a 2v4. They're gonna have, well, they had the Vandal, and that didn't last very long here. So you can see that's gonna be the spike in hand, and Wahoo's immediately gonna drop Wilson as well, and that is going to be another round. So Centennials picking that one up as well. That's gonna be a timeout now. WHO Esports needs to have a chat about what is going on, because the answer is Wahoo is shredding everybody 25-14. I think at one point Wahoo was like 17-14, and I think that's now 8 kills without a death. The money in the bank seems to check out as well, so really nicely done here by the side of Centennials to basically just set up Wahoo for these kills. We're going to see where they're going to end up going, how they want to move coming out of this timeout, because right now they're just being ripped. I mean, you just want to go where Wahoo isn't at this point. Wahoo has the ultimate, so does Frosty. On the other side, Arrow's going to have that lockdown. Tron will have that teleport as well, so a lot of utility available to these teams. The issue, though, is that right now, WHO has not won a single round on this half. They've lost 5 in a row. And they're looking to try to stop before Centennials starts catching back up, because it's now 10-7. It was 10-2 at the start of the half. It's not something you want to see here. See Frosty gonna go for that early peek here. A side. The problem is that nobody's home. There's going to be nobody here from the side of WHO Esports. They're going to be over on the other side. The Killjoy ultimate is out to commit on towards B. They're going to be slowed down a little bit, but they are going to spot that player in the back. That was Thaikuyo all the way in the back of the site. Going to be retreating to CT. Going to have that dog out as well, which flies right over the head of Arrow. Killjoy goes through. Kuya's going to find 1. Wilson is going to trade back, though, immediately. So it's going to be a 4v4. The ultimate coming in from... from Wahoo is going to commit. I mean, Soul's going to find 1. Is going to have to immediately back out. It's going to be Souls and Tron. Last 2 alive on the site. Tron's going to find 1, though. Evens up into a 2v2. There's going to be an op up top. And it's going to be a big shot hit from Frosty. Frosty's head's going to be spotted, though. And Tron should know this player is going to be on the site. Going to fake the teleport. The problem is that the wall's there. And the blind is not going to hit. Phoenix Voids working around the edge of the smoke, is able to pick that one up, and that's going to be a big round. Going to look for that op, except, well, they got to defuse the spike first, because that might actually go off. Going to get that. Look for where that operator went. Somewhere up top. Oh, wrong way. And not able to actually get it. Phoenix Voids probably not happy about that one. But they're going to continue forward. They do have some money. They can rebuy that. Wahoo literally has $9,000. All the money in the world. On the other side, a little more considerable buy. It looks like they are going to try to commit into this fully Bulldogs. You're going to see a Vandal, full armor and everything on the board for the side of WHO. They are bleeding out rounds right now, and really you need to stop it. 6 in a row for Centennials, looking to make the comeback on their map pick. Frosty going to peek out pretty early here towards where Souls is. Not going to see anything, so he's going to be forced back as the wall breaks. Arrow's going to be walking right up, right into Eden. Finds Eden. Phoenix able to get that trade, get out with his life. But Souls is going to be here ready and waiting, and no, not ready for that was Phoenix. Picks it off. That's going to open up the A site here, and they're going to bring Arrow back to life as well. So Frosty's going to be just waiting out here. There's going to be not a whole lot. Wahoo's going to go for this, and is going to actually pick it up. Survives with 19 HP. But the rest of the team should be well aware of the fact that Wahoo basically has no health remaining. That wall is going to cut everybody off. And this should be who finally picking up a round.
Spike planted.
See, the spike will go down. The 2 players from Centennials are going to be on the save here. They're just going to back away. Don't really want to do too much. Or actually, no, they're going to go for this. I think Frosty left the... Frosty left the operator behind. And then popped knives. Seems a little late at this point to kind of commit to this. I'm a little bit surprised. And yeah, immediately gets caught out. So Frosty goes down. Coolio goes down. 11-8. Who is finally able to pick up a round? It took a while on this attacking side, but they're able to finally do so. We're going to see. I mean, it's literally just everybody right now. It's just defense all on one side and defense all on the other side. So right now, that is going to be an attacking round for who? And they got to do 2 more of those to win this map. It's 11-8 though. The comeback is on from Centennials. They're basically getting it quite close. Push up towards mid is going to be working out. Phoenix Voids is going to be working over here as well. As the flashes and everything is just coming out from both sides across the board. You can see them just flying across. Right now, the rotation is in as well. You can see they're committing 3 players to A. Right now, Sky and Jet are going to stay over towards B, but that's going to be an opening pick. Eden's going to go down, and now they're going to peek around this corner. Right into Phoenix Voids, who gets both kills with the Phantom. They just peeked around the corner, went right through the smoke, did not respect that, and Coolio's going to find another in mid. That's going to be another kill, though. Tron will trade back. Brought down to half. It's now going to be a 2v3 here. And unfortunately, it does look like... Well, Frosty, okay, doesn't have an operator. I thought Wilson was going to peek out right into that. And didn't end up being the case there.
Last player standing.
Yeah, Tron looking to try to trade that one back. Is not able to do so. Going to spot the player up top. Finds one. Turns it into a 1v1. So Tron versus Phoenix Voids again in the 1v1 scenario on towards B. It's going to have to we'll have to go for the spike plant though. There's not going to be a utility left on towards Phoenix Voids, but it doesn't matter when you can click ahead. Tron doesn't even have time to even think about backing out of there before Phoenix finds that 11-9 is going to be our scoreline. Centennials is still bringing it back. 2 rounds away. And that is going to put... I don't think that the side of Who is going to have a lot of money working out of here. Okay, never mind. They do. They have enough for 4 rifles. And then poor Wilson is probably going to be stuck on something else. But still a fair amount of utility and everything coming out on the other side. Centennials is going to be dipping into that bank. You only had 1 player survive. So they're going to be working through that bank. You're going to see some players beginning to dip into the low numbers here. They're going to try to even out that money as well. Who's going to make that buy? But it's going to be rifles across the board. So again, another really critical swing round is coming up here. So we're going to see that wall, once again. And right there, Eden's just going to swing out, pops Arrow's head. Down goes Arrow. There's 3 ultimates available on the defense as well. So Centennials has a fair amount to work with. You're going to have that Raz, you're going to have the teleport, and you'll have the Seekers. So some pretty important ultimates here available and at the ready. We're going to see when they decide to pop some of these though, as the players are going to be making their way in towards the B site. There's going to be 2 players here, 3 players technically. You're going to have 2 up in heaven, and that's going to be 1 player inside of the site. And that is going to be Frosty out as fast as humanly possible, basically. Just runs for it. Wants nothing to do with what's about to come. Is going to go for that peek, and is going to get caught, though, in the middle of it. Gets spammed down in the smoke. And it's going to be Coolio dropping as well. So the initial push from the players of Centennials not working out here. Spike is going to go down. Who's going to have the advantage here in the post plant? They're going to be up right now. 4-3 in numbers. Wahoo. The absolute devil for the side of Who. He's going to chuck that nade out. That is going to force a bit of movement, I think, from some of these players. The wall's going to go down as well. Eden's going to bring Coolio back in, actually, though. So this is going to even up the numbers a little bit. And they're going to spot these players coming through. The trades are going to be there. The shots come through. And at the end of the day, It came down to the 1v1, but Zenby picks it up on Eden. That's going to be match point here for who?
Point.
These big kills across the board, and at the end, the trades upon trades upon trades. But Zenby does stand out at the very end, and that does mean who is going to find match point. 12-9. They're going to have all rifles again. A little bit more awkward, I guess, on the other side, because there is going to be some bulldogs, some light armor for Centennials.
You should run.
But that's going to be the Killjoy ultimate popped immediately. The Seekers to go with it. Who wants this over with now, and they want to finish it right here. They're going to throw everything in the board. Wahoo gets out. Only needs one more to the ultimate and might be fed that, but no, Arrow's going to take him down. Down goes Frosty as well. The two duelists are going to fall. In the back, Souls is just going to turn on Coolio. Which means it's all going to be on Phoenix Voids and Eden. Last two remaining. And the problem is that, well, there's a fair amount left to go. Phoenix Voids is going to find one. They're actually going to find another, though. Eden finds one, but it's going to be a 1v3 for Phoenix Voids. And he's going to have to teleport in to relocate here. It's coming in from a different angle. They're going to have to adjust to this. Going to go right through the smoke and get full flash from that. But with the timer going down, nothing doing. And that is going to be the round and the series. That's going to be a 2-0 as WHO Esports picks it up over Centennials 13-9. It was a big comeback, honestly.